Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you. I am Sam, and this is By Hook or By Needles. Today we are going to be looking at the ladder stitch. The ladder stitch is a multiple of 8 stitches plus 5. So I have on my needle 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 4, 5. It is an 8-row repeat, but once again, it's more you're repeating a couple of rows in each block of repeats, so it's not quite as bad as it might seem. So grab your 8-ply or DK yarn or 3-weight yarn and your knitting needles, whether it be a 4mm or a 4.5 like I've got, upside down again, and there it is. I can just about see it, and we can get started. You can of course use any weight of yarn. This is just what I've got, and you can use obviously a needle that suits the yarn you have chosen. Okay, the first first row, is our right side, and we are going to knit 5, three, 4, 5. Then we are going to purl 3, and knit 5 once again. And we're going to repeat that, or we would if we were going to have enough repeats. I don't think I've got, oh yeah, we might be repeating it at least once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, purl 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're repeating purl 3 and knit 5 all the way to the end. We should have 5 left. Yep, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we turn our work. Now we need, this time we're going to purl 5, knit 3, purl 5, knit 3, and purl 5. Okay, well basically for the next 3 rows we're once again going to just knit the knit stitches and purl the purl stitches. So purling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and knitting the 3. 1, 2, 3, purl 5, no, I did that wrong. It's 3, knit 3, then purl 5. Sorry, I was watching TV with the sound off, so I wasn't concentrating. Okay, so that's our first 2 rows. We need to do 2 more rows where we just basically follow the same course, where we're knitting, in this case knitting 5, purling 3, knitting 5, purl 3, knit 5. We're just knitting the knit stitches and purling the purl stitches once again. I will pause here and come back once we've done those 2 rows. Okay, so I finished the 2 additional rows. Now this is where it changes slightly. Yep. And this is where, so you're probably thinking, well, it doesn't look much like a ladder yet, but it will very, very soon, because what's going to happen is we are going to add a a knit row that is just going to continue or knit stitch that's going to continue all the way up, and the stitches between the knit stitches are the ones that are going to change. I'll show you what I mean. So in this 5th row we are going to knit 1, purl 3, one, 2, 3. As you can see, we haven't purled 5, and this is the knit stitch that is just going to continue all the way up to be like the side of our ladder, and these stitches are going to change from purls to knits and it's going to create like rungs of a ladder, and I'll show you what I mean. So we've knit 1, purled 3. Now we start the 5-3 repeat again, and we're going to knit 5 and purl 3. And purl 3. Let me get me some more yarn out. So effectively what you're creating is like a check stitch or a box stitch with a knit stitch going all the way up in between the stitches. And we knit 5. Purl 3, and we'll have 1 stitch left which we knit. So you can see there we haven't flipped it completely as we have in the previous check stitch or box stitch, because what we're doing is we're keeping this will be knit all the way up, this one will be knit all the way up, and the same with this one and this one and this one at the end. That is a knit stitch, and it's just the other 3 that are changing all the time after 4 rows. So we turn our work. We will be purling our purl stitches and knitting our knit stitches. So we start off with a purl 1, knit 3. And then we can start our 5, 3, repeat, where we purl 5 and knit 3. So it's not strictly knitting the knit stitches and purling the purl. Not initially. Actually, I suppose it is. So we've done 2 rows of that. Okay, I'm going to pause again while I complete the final 2 rows, which are just a repeat of the last 2 rows, which is knitting the knit stitches and purling the purl stitches. So I will be back in a very little while. Okay, now you can see, hopefully, the ladder. Let's see how these 2 are going up without changing. These are your outer, what do we call it, sides of the ladder, I guess. And then the inside, in between these, is like the rungs. And that is a ladder stitch. And to my, it's not completely reversible, but it's close. So these rungs going up, or these side edges going up, are not visible on the back because they are purl stitches, and so they are recessed. So the back looks more like your check stitch that we did last week, whereas the front has the ladder look to it because of the continuing knit stitches that continue up. So it's just a matter of repeating these 8 rows. You can do that if you're having any concerns by just going straight back to the beginning of the tape and follow the instructions, which are basically 5 knit, 3 purl, 5 knit, 3 purl, 5 knit. And then you knit the knit stitches and purl the purl stitches for the next 3 rows. After which, you then need to do one, was it knit stitch? I think, yeah. A knit stitch at the beginning, then 3 purl, 5 knit, 3 purl, 5 knit, 3 purl, and then 1 knit at the end. And then for the next 3 rows again, you knit the knit stitches and you purl the purl stitches. Okay, that was a little bit more tricky, but I still hope you sort of enjoyed it. I actually don't mind the rear side. Looks more like a almost like a basket stitch than the check stitch, but you know, I like both sides. Yeah, hope you do too. Please let me know if you have any questions or queries regarding the stitch or anything else, and I will certainly try to help you, and we'll get back to you as soon as I can. Till then, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.